I'm in the official sweater. You know what time it is. Hello everyone, returning and new. I am here today to tell you about the Cramathon for 2015 Winter Edition, which is technically the regular edition, but this year we had a summer Cramathon, which was awesome if you participated. This year's Cramathon is going to be super exciting. If you don't know, I host Cramathon every year. It began last year, we did it in the winter, and then we did it this summer, and now we're doing it again this winter. The point of Cramathon is that you're attempting to cram a lot of books into a short readathon in order to reach your Goodreads goal. So in the past, it has been based on read your shortest books, read the smallest ones, read the quickest ones, and that's still going to ring true for this readathon, but we're adding a couple of different challenges, so you should stay tuned to hear what those are. Cramathon this year is going to be from December 19th to December 22nd. Just so you know, BookTubeathon does not begin until the 27th, so there is no interference there. It will begin at midnight on the 19th and end at midnight on the 22nd, so technically you could say that's the 21st at 11:59 p.m. It will begin at whatever time zone you are in. You don't have to wait for a certain time in America. If you live in Australia, go ahead and read 17 hours ahead of everyone else. I have a Cramathon Twitter account that I will link down below that you can follow. You can tweet your TBR to them. We're going to be really active on that Cramathon account. If you have any questions or you want us to retweet you, or if you want reading sprints especially, that's going to be a ton on the Cramathon account. And I'm getting help from Danny Darling, and she's going to be helping me run the account as well as co-hosting this Cramathon this year. Now let's get into the challenges, because that's the funnest part if you ask me. A couple of these challenges have been carried over from past Cramathons, and I think they did really well and people liked them, so we're going to continue with them, but a couple of these are new. The first challenge is to listen to an audiobook or to read an ebook that you've had for a while. Audiobooks go by ridiculously fast. I love them. They're the reason why I've read like 140 books this year. And I don't know if everyone's guilty of this, but I know when I buy an ebook, it sits there forever because I forget about it. So this is your call. If you have an ebook that's been sitting on your Kindle or Nook for years, read it. And if you don't have an audiobook or ebook, I have a solution for you. If you have not heard of Scribd, it is a website/app that allows you to kind of use the website as a library to get ebooks and audiobooks. You can read any of the ebooks in their selection at any time, limitlessly. In the audiobooks, you have a specified amount of credits per year, but if you use my promo code, which I'll put down below, you can get 2 free months of Scribd. So that is way more than enough time to be able to read some audiobooks and ebooks. So if you'd like to take advantage of that link, again, I will have everything down below. And there's your audiobook, there's your ebook. They have a huge selection. It's like Netflix for books, and I highly recommend it, so you should go check that out if you do not have access to either of those mediums of reading. Our second challenge is to read a bindup. It does not matter if it's 2 books in one, it doesn't matter if it's 3 books in one, it doesn't matter if it's an entire series in one book. I am challenging you all to find a bindup and read it, no matter how many books is in it. It's not to complete a series or anything, just to get through more than one book, even though it's in one binded book. The third challenge is sort of like reading a bindup, but it is finish a series. Specifically a series where you haven't read the final book, so read the final book of a series. This might be a book that you've been putting off, or maybe one that you don't even own yet, but this is a good time to push yourself and read and finish that series. The fourth challenge is one that we've had before. It is read a book that's under 200 pages. Again, this is just going to go by quickly, it's small, it'll inspire you to read more because it's not that big. This is easily doable in my opinion. The fifth challenge is to finish a book that you have marked as DNF, or a book that you have had a bookmark in forever. If you started a book and you got 100 pages in and you put it down last November and you have never picked it up since, this is your call to finish it. Go get that recaptions.com and figure out what happened in the first half and then read the last half for Cramathon. The next challenge is sort of a complicated one, but try to read an entire graphic novel series. If you don't have a series, just read a graphic novel. If the series isn't done, read all that's out. But the bottom line is, read as many graphic novels as you can, because 1, they're awesome, 2, they're so fast, 3, they're just darn good. And the last goal is an overall goal that I think is accomplishable, but that is read 5 books total. Books could be audiobooks or ebooks or graphic novels, those all qualify. Just read 5 of something. These challenges are in no way you have to complete these in order to have finished the Cramathon. They're just kind of reading goals that you may or may not want to tailor your reading towards. You can totally disregard these, or you can go all after them. I will have a Cramathon TBR up soon so that you can see what I'm reading and which challenges I will be going towards. You should let me know if you're going to participate. You should post the TBR on Twitter, on YouTube, and anywhere. You can tag me, you can tag Cramathon, heck, you can tag Danny. I'd really love to see a participation this year. Everyone's been tweeting me asking if this is happening, and yes, it is a tradition now. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you're as excited for it as I am, and until it begins on the 19th, I will be keeping up with that Cramathon account. You should tweet me, you should let me know if you're doing it, and hope you're having a nice life. Goodbye, everyone.